Jim Enward, you didn't make it onto the list of shows who have promoted the wellness company that CBC did the other day. Yeah, well, good. By the way, fuck the wellness company and fuck Rumble while we're at it. Fuck Rumble. Listen, man, I know the school of thought is like, their deal is up. They're panicking. Are we? Because we got our YouTube back. Devoid of all strikes and warnings. We might even get it monetized again. We're going to run it differently. We're going to run our YouTube the way Luke Rudowski runs his. And guess what? We're going to make more money monetized doing an hour a day on YouTube than we will with all this fucking bullshit dealing with Rumble. And I can tell you this. If they don't offer us another deal, and it looks very unlikely, I can promise you this. I know that the people of Rumble probably think that I have been so abhorrent, so just caustic and full of anger that they've seen the worst of me. The truth be told, that's me when I have a contract with you that's up for renewal. Imagine how bad I'm going to be when I have no reason to be polite anymore. You may think, wow, Mersh has thrown the kitchen sink at us. He couldn't possibly have anything left in the tank. Really? You think? Because that was me pulling punches. That was me being nice. And that was me conveniently forgetting things. Just saying. We really want to fucking play that game. Wait till I actually get to say what the fuck I think. Wait till I have no contractual obligation to even pull a punch. Wait till I can say every single thing I want to. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Maybe I'll shop the story around, see who's the highest bidder. Maybe somebody wants to pay to get fucking a first-hand account of the layers upon layers of incompetence I've been born witness to in the past fucking 2 years. I would love it. Uh-oh. Mersh is off the leash now. Uh-oh. So, I'm not really going to be bothered if there's no deal, because we're going to be making money on YouTube, and guess what? I'm going to fucking open the fuck up. I'll open the floodgates. What are they going to do? Kick me off the free speech side? I'd love to see it. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see the company kick me off because I'm criticizing a company. That's not free speech. Jim Enward said they don't care about incompetence. They care about radicalization and censorship. Exactly. Hence why they're incompetent. I can't wait to tell the fucking out of school stories I know about this fucking absolute dumpster fire of a company. But yeah, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. There's stuff I'm still sitting on. You know what I mean? I'm waiting until the clock strikes 12:01 and the deal is done. So I don't want to talk out of school. I'm still a team player, as they say. Everything I've said negative about Rumble up until now has been a desperate plea to get them to improve themselves. I have not yet begun spilling the tea, as the kids say. Although they probably don't even say that anymore, frankly. Yeah, they love me at Rumble. When I tell you how fucking just what clown shoes, like how the immaturity, and it's coming from me, by the way. I'm a guy who knows deep down I have no business. Is this it? They won? Did they win? Oh, they're just doing replays. Oh, it's the third quarter. Why am I freaking out? I was like freaking out seeing these replays. Let's get these off the screen. I don't want to get sued. When I tell you what a fucking joke it is. Like how petty, how high school, how, again, books will be written. Books will be written about the failure of Rumble. And the stories are going to be hilarious. Hilarious. Like, I've had management teams for like companies that owned multiple strip clubs that were better at their job, like that were just more focused and more of a machine, killers that were good at what they did than I have at this publicly traded fucking free speech trading. Like I'm telling you right now, in my most humble of opinions, if you've got Rumble stock and you've made money on it, take some of them profits is all I'm saying. I'm not saying dump your stock. I'm not saying run for the hills. I'm just saying, if you make money, if you made some money, take some of that money. Apparently Aaron's citing Porsalin documentaries now. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Aaron, by the way, I thought you said that ROTC was coming back to YouTube, and you know what? Nobody was really giving a shit. They're a little bummed that, they were a little bummed that they came back to YouTube and it's not really making a lot of noise. Well, it's because it takes time to show back up in the algorithm and to make noise and for word to get out to lapsed fans of 2 years that won't come to Rumble to finally realize you're back. Aaron, I happened to notice today that ROTC, for the first hour when we were live on YouTube, we had like 460 people at our peak. And I checked out your show tonight. And at the times I was observing your show tonight, you had about 350 to 400 at your peak. Watch your mouth. And have some respect. Because guess what? I'll tell you this right now. The boys are back in town. And we're beating you by every metric. I have more people watching me exclusively on Rumble. 714 right now. Compared to I saw 140 or so, and then like 400 or so on YouTube today. 300 and something, maybe 400 around. Bud, don't do this. You're gonna be part of the Rumble curse. Rumble's gonna learn too. You fuck with me, shit happens. Alpha male ain't the only one that's got a curse attached to him. People that fuck with me, their lives end up getting destroyed, and I don't do it. I don't wish it. I don't do it. But people will become consumed by their anger at me to the point where they might even open themselves up to issues. The kind of issues that, I don't know, when you see how companies are and the rules they're beholden to when they're publicly traded versus when they're private companies, and their upper executives and such shouldn't be making their personal feelings known about how they feel about you and how that's going to affect your ability to be treated the same as every other person under the terms of service. It's just, I don't want to get into that. All I'm saying is fucking children running this fucking place. Children. Petty children. People that are so scared of Silver Fox Gaming that they're creating a whole fucking new platform down. Now they got the same 7 people working in this gajillion dollar fucking boat dockable fucking longboat key Dave Rubin fuck palace. Total waste of money. You guys, I even told them during the first meeting we had, I said, you guys could have got one of those old cigar factories out of the port of Tampa. You would have been right by the airport. You would have had fucking thousands of square feet more of room, and you could have bought instead of leasing the property. Fucking and you would have been we're in the thick of shit, by the Improv, by performance venues, not in Longboat Key. Nobody wants to drive fucking an hour and 20 minutes to get to a fucking studio. All these little things. I swear to God, I can't wait to write these notes down. I might write the fucking book myself. Oh, FOMO, don't worry. It'll come out in time. It'll come out in time. Trust me. What was I going to play? Oh, the fucking Silver Fox thing. Where did that go? Yeah, here's what's going on Rumble right now, which I think is hilarious, right?
In January,
even the cheerleaders hate this place.
It will be 2 years since I started streaming on Rumble. I gotta say, I think the future is bright on Rumble. I still believe it.
He's trying so hard.
But I have some concerns, specifically for gaming.
So here's Silver Fox Gaming. By the way, there is no future at Rumble. I'm just telling you that right now. There's no future at Rumble. The future at Rumble is futureless. So start making plans. Start making contingencies. Use Rumble Studio to connect and make a Kick account. Be on Kick. Be on Twitch. Silver Fox, be on every platform they'll let you on as long as they'll let you on it. That's what you need to be doing all the time. It sucks, but that's the way it needs to be. And I know he's being a nice guy here. No, I think it's great. It's just that he's doing what I've been doing for 2 years, except I don't have time. I don't have this. I don't have... So, by the way, Silver Fox rules. Silver Fox Gaming, please subscribe to him on Rumble. The guy rules. We rated him a few times. He's one of the... I hate gaming streamers. They're fucking... Frankly, they're fucking... Silver Fox is cool. The way he engages with his audience, the way he's kind of based, the way he's fun. He's a fun guy. Imagine if Dr. Disrespect didn't kids. That's this guy. It's great. He's fun. Allegedly. So I gotta guide this guy as he says the shit in his video, because we know how he's just doing what Mersh has been doing for 2 years, except that I was willing to call somebody a hey, Silver Fox, did they ever invite you to Slap Fight or the GOP debates? Probably not. You ever go to a lunch with Chris Pavlovski where he literally flinches around you? He flinched. He flinched. He flinched because I'm very whatever. I made everyone uncomfortable. Royce to this day is still embarrassed because we went to the fish lunch that literally, I think Patrick Melton to this day is I coined that thing, and I'm like, no, I coined it. I literally said fish lunch multiple times during my story to emphasize that I was insulted by it. You can't take that and go, we invented fish lunch. No, I was the one that came up with, it's a fish lunch. And by the way, it wasn't I'll take the credit away from me. I didn't invent the phrase fish lunch. Royce did. I don't think he ever said it on the show. He might have said it on the show first. I keep getting people crediting me for it, but he might have said it on the air. But I'm pretty sure to this day, if I had to be accurate about this, I'm the first one to say fish lunch on the air. But I 110% credit Royce Lopez because he's the one that really atomized it and diminished it and simplified it to that level. But I'm pretty sure that was while we were talking to each other off the... You know what I mean? It was an off-air conversation. I'm pretty sure Royce was the one that coined the phrase, yeah. No, it's great. No, it's cool. We have all these concerns about the future of our business and their business and the business we're streaming on. And, you know, it's a fish lunch, though. Fish lunch is cool. Like Royce was the first one to just kind of diminish it as a fish lunch. And then I went on the air and kept going, we got a fish lunch. Like, it was a fish lunch. Remember the big fish lunch? And then Melton, to this day, he's trying to steal a Royce bit. Like, oh, yeah, the fish lunch. You know, you got that from us, where I'm talking about how diminished we felt by these guys. And it's just one of those things, man, where Silver Fox, and I'm warning you, bud, you're venturing into this world now where you're going to get a fish lunch. You're going to get invited to like weird events where they'll pay for your flight, but you're going to have to pay for your own hotel and still pay your own way and like go through all this shit. And then like they're going to still like it's weird. It's going to be weird when you get there. They're trying to placate everybody. Chris Pavlovski is putting out fires right now. He's putting out fires. He's tired of putting out Mersh set fires, and we'll get to that someday. We'll get to the crybaby bullshit with these guys someday, because he's Canadian, and the CEO of this country, the CEO of this company is from Toronto, a guy that literally is just, yeah, but I mean, there's a nice way to put it into our GitHub in a note, eh? You could put it, what's that fucking chat service that programmers use? He's one of these guys. Will just politely tell me that I need to fix my code, eh? Like this kind of shit. He's not used to somebody going, you're a fucking loser. Dana White gets in your ear, a fucking bunch of your money. Which, by the way, I can't wait. I don't know what it is. I have no knowledge. So I'm not pretending to know any inside information. But based on the relationship, based on Dana White's personality, and based on Chris Pavlovski's personality, I cannot wait to find out how much money Rumble loses with Dana White. You're a mark. You're Tony Khan, dude. People are working you. And I've been saying that for years. And it hurts your feelings to hear it. So now you're trying to make me a non-issue on this website. And you don't want anyone in the company to interact with me, from what I can tell. You don't want any of these people to fuck with me. Because I'm putting out the real fucking hot goss, which is that you are a money mark. Dana White deep dicked you and sold you on this power slap shit. All these fucking UFC YouTubers are following Dana White, and they keep talking about how, well, fucking power slap's a scam, and Dana White keeps putting it over. Dana White puts over power slap every once in a while. He goes, power slap's gonna be the fucking biggest thing in the world, and everyone laughs at Dana White for a little bit. That's Dana White cashing checks on Chris Pavlovski. That's what that is. That's just my opinion, but based on what I've observed, Chris Pavlovski is getting worked by Dave Rubin, Dan Bongino, Dana White, Don Jr., and a bunch of other people. Chris created this cool little thing. They created what's called a SPAC, an SPAC, a special, an SPAC. What are you doing? Get over here. Stop. Don't do that. Come on. A special acquisition. That's what it is. What is it? A special something acquisition company. And what they do is somebody will gather up a bunch of crazy dark pool money, and they'll create enough money that they can buy a NASDAQ listing, but it'll be under a special acquisition corp thing. And then what they do is they'll merge some company with it that they wanted to like backdoor and Trojan horse into the NASDAQ. That they do this thank you, special purpose acquisition corp. Thank you, Las Tejas. I'm a little tipsy. But you know what I'm not? I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong morally. Yeah, I gamble. I drink. I waste money away. I'm essentially a white by Che Guevara's standards. I'm a guy who's probably gonna go out not rich, not holding on to all this power or money. I got one thing in this fucking world, brother. That's me. Me and the things that I perceive to be. And I am very good at communicating what I'm perceiving to decent amounts of people. That's all I got. So, this guy's going to be a lot more polite than I am.
I can't speak to all the political stuff. I can't speak to all the podcasts. I have no idea. You know, I really try to stay in my own lane.
By the way, Lucas in the chat, every top businessman got there by separating fools from their money. I know, and I can't do it. I'm not even good at separating what? We're not doing great tonight. You guys are fucking f***its. So, we're doing all right.
I mean, I'm not the only one. Me and some others have this thing on life support.
I can't make fun of Aaron and his goal-oriented shit again. And we have a lot of segments on it, and it'll be fun. I can't do them until you guys kick in some more bucks.
And I'm starting to wonder if I'm wasting my time. I really am. And I hate to say
You are.
that because
Even though Chris Pavlovski is going to come on your little channel one time and give you a boost for one day, he's going to have ADD and forget about you in a week. When Dana White calls him and goes, yeah, I got to watch, you know that the crazy Hawaiian? Yeah, I need him to be promoted all over this, and I need to do a thing. Chris Pavlovski will make the entire splash page of Rumble the crazy Hawaiian MVP fucking picture and fuck everyone else, because he's ADD and he's in over his head. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's panicking. He's the Cleveland Guardians throwing wild pitches and letting every Yankee just run bases on him because he's a fucking beta male who wants to be relevant. When Rumble collapses, like, you understand that Chris Pavlovski will be one of those protected guys. Like, everyone in the Trump sphere is going to give him some work to keep him well paid, and he'll have his little personal Twitter account, and he'll be remembered as a martyr for Rumble, this thing that died. And this is already in his mind. He knows this company's gonna fucking die. He's a future martyr that's gonna be reborn, and then Elon Musk is gonna give him a job, and then Elon Musk is gonna realize he's a useless beta male loser. Hate to break this to you. Mark my words. He's going to fucking flame this company into the ground, but the right's going to hold him up like a hero who was persecuted for his sins. And then they're going to make him the fucking tech Jesus, and he's going to work for Elon. And then Elon's going to give him a symbolic role and go, tech-wise, you're not even that good at that. Like, you suck at this. You're just some fucking guy that was letting people post sports videos and cat videos on a website.
I've been streaming, you guys know me, I stream Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central. Sometimes I throw in night streams.
And by the way, Chris, all the boys at Rumble, throw some shade back, call me what I am. A drunk failure, a miserable fuck, a guy who's gonna die alone. I live in this shit. The difference between me and you is that I tell you what you are and nobody around you tells you what you are. Everyone around me reminds me on a daily basis what I am. You now have some sort of upgraded Ralph Amel virus problem with me, because I'm not quite as dramatic as Ralph, and I'm not going to give you quite as much of the drama on my side of things. But I'll tell you what the fuck you are, and I know what the fuck I am. I'm a drunk loser, fucking failed comic, all these things, all the barbs you can fling at me have been flung 100-fold, and I'm sitting here. But you polite Canadian cannot deal with being criticized to your face. You panic, you cry, and in the case of Chris Pavlovski, you flinch around me. Can't wait till the deal's done. I can say whatever I want. The deal's still current. I can only go so far.
I started a book club 5 weeks ago, and now I stream on fucking Sundays. Okay, I'm trying so hard to provide good content for this platform 6, sometimes 7 days a week. And
Frozen Asians, a cat dad, a degenerate gambler, a chronic drunkard. Yeah, you're all these things. Good, you got me. You nailed me. Let's talk about how you're ruining the future of a job-creating, publicly traded company. Let's talk about how not only is this fucking Rumble scam going to eventually negatively affect the NASDAQ, it's going to drag other tech companies down with it slightly during that day's closings. Because of selfishness. Because you wanted Dana White to think you were cool. He does. By the way, Kai Cenat isn't even on Rumble anymore. You bought a house for a black kid and he laughed at you and went back to his other fucking streaming platforms. You built a platform for Slap Fight, and Dana White is literally just occasionally throwing in praise for Slap Fight to make you keep giving him shareholder money because you're a fucking mark. You and Tony Khan should work together. You're a fucking joke. You're a joke. Cancel my contract. Tell me I'm the bad guy. Tell me I'm the shitty guy. He's been trying to hurt Rumble from day one. Royce and I dedicated nothing but energy and some of our own money. We had to pay people to archive shit on locals so that we could be locals exclusive. We had to adjust our company and make big changes and literally murder our Patreon. We had to kill our Patreon to make you guys happy and bring everybody to locals. For what? For what? Because when I express myself and I tell you you're a fucking mark and you're getting walked all over, instead of actually thinking and going, damn, you're right, I might be actually fucking over millions of shareholders. No, you know what? It's the children that are wrong. It's the guy telling me I'm wrong that's wrong. No, you're right, I'm wrong. You're right, I'm wrong. We'll see if Rumble's around in a couple of years, or if BlackRock and Vanguard have bought off enough shares and shoved you out. And then you have to go work for Dave Rubin. Have fun fucking being his nanny, I guess, for his army of growing babies that are all boys, which is weird. What was I saying? Oh yeah, no, Silver Gaming, you were saying it.
And here lately,
just doing your job better.
I'm starting to wonder if I'm wasting my time. Rumble's my home. Okay? I love Rumble. And I've met some of the people that work there. They seem genuine. They're not crazy, liberal weirdos. They're just regular people that are working hard to bring us a nice, solid platform.
Dan Stopper 5 says, I just started streaming. I got $15 through Rumbo Donos. You know how much I can get? $7.50. You take half? Are they taking half now? Fuckers.
To create on. And that's one thing I love about Rumble. I love that they let you create. They don't get in the way of the creators. They don't censor you. They don't de-boost you and all that weird shit, they do on YouTube to censor ideas. They
do when you hurt certain people's feeling. The post-Rumble deal Mersh is going to be wild.
They don't do any of that. But what's going on with the gaming on Rumble? It seems like
it's non-existent. Here's the problem. You're on a website for 50 to 60-year-old boomers that sold their house and got an RV and fucked their kids over. Don't give a fuck. Just want Donald Trump to be president. Make sure their Social Security isn't hurt and make sure they don't have to pay too much in the fucking system, man. Your parents sold you out is what happened. And now you're expecting on a site that the parents that sold you out are going to tune in to watch you play Fortnite. It ain't going to happen. There's no gaming presence on. Nobody gives a fuck. They want to watch cat turd and confirmation bias and ads every 4 seconds about fucking torch lighters and turmeric cures for diabetes because they're fucking birds. Your audience is a bunch of old birds. Rumble is basically a Nigerian fucking cold calling people. Sorry it's not working out for you.
it's just a dead duck in the water. They're doing nothing to help the Rumble gamers. There's a few creators, and this is not throwing shade. I want to be very clear. I'm not throwing shade at anyone who gets featured. If you get featured, that's great. They can feature you every day. I don't care. But just as a matter of fact...
What a panicky Pete. You're frustrated. You're angry. Express how you feel. Stop doing all these fucking little gay... Like, I like Silver Fox, but all this little gay backtrack... Well, I don't want to offend anybody, but it seems like maybe at times, and I don't want to make anybody... Shut up. Just fucking say it. Chris Pavlovski has people he's friends with, and he's been featuring them way more than the people that other people in the company signed. And it's going to be a problem in this publicly traded company that, again, is beholden to a lot more rules than your normal privately fucking owned company. And I'm just saying, Chris, that you've been treating us very poorly, and me particular, and it's going to be weird when I have to take umbrage with you in a legal manner, maybe personally, and then when the court asks, did you ever reprimand him? Did you ever tell him to stop doing these things? No, I never did. In fact, the last time he called me a fucking pussy, I bought him lunch. And then you got mad when he called you a pussy a second time? No, he called somebody else a pussy, and then they got me. Okay, all right, but this is a publicly traded company. This is not how this works. You don't even have an HR. We met your HR person. We were making racial jokes and shit with your HR person. Like, let's stop pretending this is a real company.
They have a few favorites that they like. And look, I'm not complaining. I get featured once a month, once every 2 months or so. It's fine. I don't care. But that's not the point. The point is that's all they're doing. That's the whole gaming thing, is a bunch of people showing up to work their ass off. They have a few favorites.
Zionist cock for two says, no, yourself, Mersh. I'm not.
That they feature every now and then, but that's what
I do. I mean, I am myself just slowly, like a man.
What the fuck is going on? Why doesn't Rumble even have something as simple as a Twitter account just for Rumble Gaming? Why don't you invest in?
By the way, this just goes to show you how fucked Rumble is. They did immediately after this make a Rumble Gaming account. And this Rumble Gaming account is pathetic. I want to show this to you. I want to show you how fucking pathetic this is. Rumble Gaming on Rumble. This was 13 hours ago. 5,000 views. They immediately scrambled and added like a check mark and a thing, and they're like, we'll do this. Let's see Pixie. They're doing the YouTube, like the engagement farming thing. Hey guys, show us your gaming rig. This was their response to Silver Fox Gaming. Oh yeah, we got to go on Twitter every once in a while and go, hey, what's your gaming rig, guys? By the way, at Boar's Head Janny, it's me. They didn't retweet me. It's weird. But that is my gaming rig. I'm Vikram Pajit, and I am the sanitation manager for Boar's Head, and I am very much look to your Bob's and Virgin, but also like Apple gift cards. They didn't like my gaming rig. I don't know why. That's pretty fucked up. But they're doing this generic shit. So now they're doing this half, like, again, another thing. 666. Oh my God. Is that not a fucking omen? 666666666. God damn it, I hope it's on the fucking YouTube, because I don't know what episode it is. I need Virgie for this. Literally 666. They just made this account and they're like, oh, we'll start pretending to care. But now you just look like amateur loser. This was another desperate, oh, look at us. We're going to show how much we engage with our, and it's going to show on Twitter how low the engagement is on Twitter, which is a real indication of engagement. Nobody gives a fuck. You've been around since April 2024, 666 followers, and you're tweeting, what's your favorite rig? And all the Rumble gaming, look at it, look, they're retweeting every Rumble gamer. Look at this. Oh, look at all the Rumble gamers. 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 Look at this shit. They're just retweeting. Look at this. Rumble Gaming retweets it. It got 12 likes, no retweets beyond gaming on Rumble. So Lumpy Potato and Silver Fox aren't even engaging with the gaming on Rumble thing because it's a joke. You're all pretending, you're astroturfing, and you look like amateur official Rumble thing, a thing they never gave to us. They would never give it to us. Oh, I can't. Whoa, that's another thing. I'll go talk about that another day. It's a fucking joke. Chris wants a bunch of people to suck his dick. He wants to out Canadian them. Just be nice. And then they'll go, oh, I'll be nice back. And then everyone's going to be out nice each other until a publicly traded company folds or gets bought out by guess who? BlackRock and Vanguard, which will happen. They're going to buy out Rumble. Chris is going to get pushed out as CEO. And then he's going to be the CEO of some white label coffee company with Trump's face on it. Because he's a fucking joke. And he could have had somebody like a real friend in his face telling him that shit so he could man up, psych up, and start telling people like Dana White, fuck you, I'm not giving you that much. Slap fight's worthless. But no, you're a fucking that bought some a fucking gaming house because you thought he was cool and his braids looked nice. And now he's doing fucking commercials with Snoop Dogg and John Cena for Whoppers and T-Mobile, and you're a fucking who bought a house for a who left you like every other fucking ER nurse I've ever met in my life. You're a fucking loser, Mark. You're getting and drained from all directions. That's what the reality is. You didn't like that somebody like me told you what the fucking reality was. What the fucking end game was. I explained it to you. I told you what kind of snakes would be out for you. In fact, every time I try to talk to Chris, I would be like, oh yeah, you know, you gotta watch out for this or that, and then this thing, and then also anytime I talked to him about things that were like operational, he had no interest. He couldn't wait to tell you about the last cool story Dan Bongino told him, cause he's a star fucking Canadian. Clip it. And when the deal's finally up, God, oh my God, there's so much. There's so much more. But I think we're gonna save it for tonight. Thank you, Silver Fox Gaming, for saving Rumble Gaming. It's gonna be so amazing how you saved everything.
Killing in the name of killing in the name of what they told you. And now you do what they told you. Control. And now you do what they told you.